So hi, I'm Kevin Grace, franchise manager with 343 Industries, and with me here today is
Chad Armstrong, designer for the publishing team on 343 Industries.
Chad likes to do dramatic faces into the microphone. We're incredibly lucky to have had a universe that gets to last for 10 years. Like most people, you don't have the opportunity to kind of keep telling these kind of stories. And for a lot of us at 343 Industries, I started off as a Halo fan. I was there when the Xbox came out. I was there when Halo first came out, and I played through it as a fan. And so now the opportunity to work on it and kind of go back to the original story, and also to work on the future of the franchise in Halo 4 and keep telling stories through the games and the comics and the novels and all that with Master Chief. It's just an amazing opportunity, and we've got a great group of people back in Seattle at 343 Industries who appreciates everything that the fans have given to the universe in the last 10 years, and will do right by those fans in everything that we do going forwards.
For me, it's a couple things. As a Halo fan, 10 years ago I was still in college, and now I'm working on the franchise that I spent all my time doing instead of homework, actually playing this game. And as part of 343, this is really the first game that we're releasing, and that's kind of a big deal for, I think, all of us. We're really excited to actually be kind of taking up the mantle now, and the video, it's both a treatment to the fans, like people like ourselves that have been playing the game for 10 years, and kind of our first opportunity to say, like, hey, this is the kind of thing we're going to be doing for you guys now. So we hope you enjoy it, because we love it. So, the general summary, of course, is that it's a visual remaster of Halo 1 from 10 years ago. But we didn't want to just stop with, let's create a bunch of new art. Of course, there's when you talk about game remakes, there's always a couple different approaches that go out there. A lot of them just make higher resolution textures, but otherwise it's the same game. A lot of people just completely remake the game in a completely new engine, and it's not really the original game. It's just kind of a new version that is kind of an homage. And we didn't want to do the first one because it tends to feel a little like that's just not quite enough. When you play like the high definition version of an old game, you tend to just feel like you want more. And at the same time, the new version is like going too far, right? Because when you're talking about something people are extremely nostalgic about, and Halo fans are definitely the nostalgic crowd, people want to remember and relive those experiences they had 10 years ago. They want to see a warthog go flying because a pile of grenades under it exploded and things like that. And so what we did is we found this great middle ground where we took the original engine, and our partners at Saber Interactive put their own technology on top of it, so we can have entirely new visuals with the same gameplay. And we're able to actually switch actively as we're playing between the original game from 10 years ago and the new next-gen graphics, which I think is, I can't think of many other 3D games, at least, that have done that before, and I think it's huge. I think we did a great job with that, and it's actually my personal favorite feature.
Yeah, so the terminals are something that Halo fans first met in Halo 3, and these kind of hidden out of the way areas that told some backstory, really added some of the detail to the universe that we love to put in there. And so in Anniversary, because they've been popular in 3, in ODST, and in Reach, and we decided to add them to Anniversary as kind of one more thing to just really give something back to the fans for sticking with Halo for 10 years and sticking with Master Chief for 10 years. And so the story of the terminals in Combat Evolved Anniversary, and they're spread throughout the game, so fans can find them a little easier to find this time around than some of the other games, because we want everybody to have a chance to enjoy the story. But the terminals really are the story of the story of Guilty Spark. This monitor on the Halo, this blue light bulb guy who's floating around chasing you in the game, but the game really doesn't really say where he came from or how he got there, or maybe what he's trying to accomplish on this ring. So the terminals will tell the backstory of Guilty Spark, what he's been doing in the last 100,000 years. They tell a lot of the history of the Halo itself, floating out in space and kind of where that came from, a little bit more about the mystery of the Forerunners. And all of these details are details that will definitely build into the future of our universe. We've already talked about how they've connected to the existing novels, like the Greg Bear novels, Cryptum, that we released early this year, and Primordium that'll come out right at the start of next year. And they've also got some hints for fans that are particularly paying attention. They've got some hints for Halo 4 as well. So yeah, so that's a great opportunity that we've got at 343 Industries to make sure that all of the experiences we're creating for this universe work together and tie together, and they all feed each other and pay off. So a fan that enjoys this will get more out of the novels, for example, or if he has read the novels, he'll get more out of these terminals than if he hadn't. But it's also great for the new players, just to kind of figure out what's going on. For the people that didn't have the chance to meet Master Chief 10 years ago, it is, to your question earlier, it's just one more thing with the terminals, with achievements, with online co-op, with the skulls, with the multiplayer maps, with the new firefight map, with the graphics, the new soundtrack, the new combat audio. I'm running out of breath here. These are all things that we added in. So this isn't, you're not just buying the same game that you had last time around, and all of those things are things that you get to choose how you enjoy it, how you want to celebrate 10 years of Halo. If you like the new graphics, great. If you want to play it completely old school, classic style, then that's great too, and you'll still get achievements for doing it. So it's Master Chief's birthday, and we thought this was a really nice thing to give out to all the fans, kind of as a birthday party present. Yes, that did come up recently, and that actually was a mistake. The announcement about Steven Spielberg and DreamWorks, that was a mistake in a French press kit for one of the novels. So we don't have anything to announce about the Halo movie. We know it's talked about a lot. We know fans have really loved the live-action commercials that we've done for ODST and for Reach, and so it's a great idea, and it's something that we think would be a lot of fun as well. But we've got nothing to talk about right now on that. So yeah. It's 10 years after the beginning of Halo, and now you can go back if you didn't have a chance to meet Master Chief when he started, if you didn't have a chance to stop Guilty Spark from destroying the universe again 10 years ago. Now's your opportunity to do it in a way that you never would have thought was imaginable, never would have thought was possible 10 years from now.
We made this game for you guys. We made it for the fans. I mean, it's completely just this act of love that we turned out specifically because we saw the anniversary of Halo 1 coming, and we would really love it if you guys had a great time with it. We're really excited to have it come out.
Halo, it's finished.
No, I think we're just getting started.
Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary.